One guy who will certainly be under the microscope is Tyquan Thornton. The second-round pick from a year ago is coming off a disappointing rookie season and an even more disappointing training camp this summer. But it's not just the Thornton pick that should be scrutinized. Here is a list of the Patriots' offensive draft picks. These are only offensive guys that they've made in the first three rounds, so rounds 1, 2, and 3, the last decade. You can read the names. I don't need to read them there for you. Here's what's important. See that little yellow line on the bottom? Of all of these guys, there's been one Pro Bowl alternate, that was Mac Jones, zero second contracts, and one franchise tag. That was Joe Thuney, and they franchise tagged him, Giles, and then they let him walk and go to the Colts because he was actually good. Why can they not get offensive players right at key positions early in the draft?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I guess maybe it's not a strength of Bill Belichick's, but it's the wide receiver position that's the most glaring, I think, to everybody, right? Mm-hmm. And Tyquan Thornton's the reason that we're bringing this up. And once again, it feels like you have a second-round pick who, I don't know, is he going to factor into the offense at all when they're going for real? I mean, he doesn't feel like he's cracking the top 5 right now. They're going to have to find a way to keep him on the roster. But, all things being equal, has he shown any better than Pop Douglas or, Kayshon Boutte? It's certainly a blind spot, though, when you talk about the offensive players in the first few rounds.
To me, this is part and parcel of what Tom Brady was irritated about. I mean, you look at the dearth of picks spent from 2013 on. I think Dominique Easley was the first-round pick in 2014. But from 2013, the dearth of offensive picks spent, his agitation level would rise. Other coaches on the offensive staff would have their agitation level rise, and they'd say, look, we're going out here to fight a gunfight with a butter knife. What are we doing? And Bill is not good at it. People got agitated at me a couple of years ago when I said Bill should be stripped of all offensive input. And he just has not shown well, and last year would be a shining example of it.
Is he not capable or good at it, or is he stubborn about it? Is it because he is stuck in this time where he thinks defense is more important, we can win with defense, we can coach offense and special teams up, so I don't need to spend a bunch of money on these flashy players who cost me a lot. I'm going to go and put together a good defense, because that's what can you really be this good of a head coach and be that inept?
Yeah, I think he has a hard time identifying exactly what he wants. When he was in Cleveland, he signed a fullback named Tommy Vardell, drafted him with the 9th overall pick. He was a fullback. He played like a year and a half. He was done. He has consistently, over the course of his 30-plus years as a head coach or someone making the decisions for a franchise, swung and missed on offensive players. And when he's hit, it's been guys that he pulled out of a hat, whether it be Brady or Vinny Testaverde off the scrap heap, or Garoppolo, or all of these players, Edelman, Deion Branch. And I think that he likes to try and outsmart sometimes, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at that with N'Keal Harry and even Tyquan Thornton, who both felt like reaches at the time. But he also feels like he's a little bit risk-averse when it comes to taking some of those players. You know what I mean? Like, George Pickens was sitting right there. Obviously, there were a few knocks on him coming out of the draft. So do they shy away from that and feel like they're going with someone who they feel more comfortable with Tyquan Thornton? So they're not necessarily taking the chances in the right way, it kind of feels like, with some of those players.
In 2020, I asked Bill about his inability to really hit on second-round picks and whether that was disappointing to him. And he said, well, I mean, Rob Gronkowski and Matt Light, Tom. I'm like,
that's 2 and 20.
One guy was 10 years ago, the other guy was 20 years ago.
It's like, that's two guys in 22 years.
And they were both a decade and 2 decades in Light's case since. So it's probably something he should have delegated elsewhere or been more accepting of other people's input.
Yeah, you just kind of look around the league and you see, I was watching Good Morning Football today, and they're talking about Dalton Kincaid and Luke Musgrove and Zay Flowers, who was right there for the taking for the Patriots, and they pass on all of these types of guys, and then we're talking about how inept their offense is.
I'm like an idiot sitting there in 2016 saying they got to get Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's a perfect fit. Why not get Tyler Lockett? He'll be there.
Nope.
They didn't. Ends up. I don't know what I'm talking about. He was a good player, and I could tell.
He was a good player.
All right, let's take a look at the Ford Big Board, Built for America, Built Ford Proud. The Patriots currently have just 5 starters on offense that they drafted: Mac Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, David Andrews, Cole Strange, and Mike Onwenu. The other 6 players were all acquired via trade or free agency. Does it matter, though, Curran? Like, do you have to have homegrown guys?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, listen to the main commentary of the owner, the guy who signs the checks and understands the economics. Robert Kraft, over and over again, will say the price that you pay if you have to go and buy players as opposed to draft them is exorbitant.
It is, and beyond that, all things being equal, guys are choosing other franchises over the Patriots now, where it used to be, we'll go to New England, we'll sign for a little bit less because we have a chance to win a title because Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are there, and that's just what they do. So you need guys in-house right away. And I think it also speaks to the culture a little bit, too. If they're searching for culture, part of that's because, they're coming in 3-4 years into the league.
He's exactly right. I mean, that's a big part of the Patriots trying to recoup their culture is, okay, Hightower got it from Will Fork, who got it, Mayo got it from those guys, and it just got passed on and passed on. Well, now when you're bringing guys in and trying to indoctrinate them and say this is how we do things, it's harder to do.
Yeah.